Hey, what's up, guys? So, they've got an event coming up here on the 18th. And basically, you've got some new items and some other information, as you can see. But basically, the main thing is that they've got the nebular shuttle mount. We've got under the dome for an artifact, and then you've got the Chrono Traveler skin. So, we're gonna go ahead and look at those real quick. But this all starts up on the 18th of October. There is another PAL called Black Eye that'll be coming out. Now, this is what the Chrono Traveler looks like, so, in case you're wondering what that's all about. And of course, as far as like Under the Dome and Nebula Shuttle, you can see the Under the Dome here on the left, and then there's Nebula Shuttle here on the right. But now, as far as their actual stats and everything, the artifact for Under the Dome has a copy gene, which basically summons a random enemy character or boss unit, excluding a Lava Behemoth, Grumpy Big Head, Spectacle Spectre, or Hellhound within range every 14 seconds, and inherits 20% of their max HP and 40% of their attack, and exists for up to 5 seconds. So basically, it's going to give people more options as far as like what I describe as a tankier type of artifact, because it's going to give you 20% of their HP of whatever that unit is. It's probably going to be a little flaky though, because it's not going to be probably as good as the clone, but we'll have to wait and see. It'll be kind of interesting though, because it triggers 1.5 seconds after the battle starts. So it isn't going to fire off like right away. And as far as Nebular Shuttle is concerned, there's Galactic Guard, which grants a shield equal to 10% of your max HP over 11 seconds after the battle starts, lasting 8 seconds. It grants 6% damage resistance for the shield's duration, cleanses and increases final damage resistance by 3% and attack by 3% once the shield is lost, lasting until the end of the battle, and it stacks up to 3 times. So again, another, in this case, it's not even a mount. It's not a back accessory, So it's like, it'll be interesting to the players that have back accessories that provide shields. What will this do for them? Are they going to have a shield of a shield of a shield of a shield? Like, because you could technically combine, right, all of these shields together. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what people end up doing. But of course, after you've already selected and got the item, for however much money, which in most cases it's going to be in excess of $1,000. You've got Under the Dome, Extreme Caution, and then Siren's Whisper. So you do have those other two options out there for you if you end up actually going about getting these. And again, if you want to save some money, make sure to watch the end of the video, because again, you can save quite a bit, especially if you're going to be playing this game and spending at least to try and acquire these kind of items, because it's going to be kind of crazy to say the least. But this kind of gives you an idea of what to expect. So like in 500 draws, you could probably get them out. So that's not terribly crazier than, say like getting the actual off-end piece. But otherwise, as far as the actual epoch goes, you can see here that you've got your Black Eye Pal there who evades evasion, so we'll once again see him again. But that's really about the main gist of it. They do have this little mini game, so we'll have that as well. And then, of course, as you might imagine, you can get more of those free little tokens along the way. But that's pretty much it as far as the event goes, because that's what's coming up here on the 18th. So make sure to check that out. And again, I always say this, and I will say it again. This is probably not as good as like Cheetah was from last, but without a doubt, the one thing that I think is going to make probably the biggest difference is the fact that if you're running mounts and stuff like that, anytime they add a shield mount of any kind, that's almost always been a little bit broken, a little bit. Copy Gene will be kind of curious. I'll be curious to see, but this is going to be really appealing to players that are going to be running warriors, people that are trying to effectively dodge the skill-based damage that you get with profits. Because if anything, anything that provides a shield is going to be, counterproductive to any number of shields that you get fired off. I'd be kind of curious to see how that plays out, especially with Copy Gene. I'll be kind of curious to see what people end up creating. But in any case, that's what's coming up, and I'm hoping and I am hoping, with any luck, that, hopefully it will not be too much trouble to get the Chrono Traveler, because it's basically just a little spacesuit, which is kind of cool. In any case, watch this if you want to save some money.